Hello, lifestyle builders, and hopping in today and going to be talking about something that's a little bit controversial. I'm sure I'll probably get some flack for this, but it's really been weighing on my mind lately, and I just want to really give you guys the real information so that you're not getting scammed, you're not wasting money, and I want to talk about coaching today. So, as you guys probably know, I'm a coach. I've worked with everything from solopreneur startups to, Fortune 500 executives. And there's an alarming trend, and I mean, it's been going on for years, but I'm seeing just more and more of it lately where people have not had good experience with coaching. And there's a variety of reasons around this, but I really want to talk to you guys today about what coaching really is, and if you're thinking about investing in coaching or really hiring anybody to help you either with your mindset or with your business so that you do it from a good perspective and that you actually have a good experience with that. So, the number one thing lately that's been coming up is I've had a lot of people come to me after working with other coaches or after spending thousands of dollars in other programs, and they've been saying, where have you guys been, right? Where were you guys 3 years ago before I did X, Y, and Z, before I invested in this program that didn't get me the results I was looking for? And initially that was kind of flattering, and it should be, right? But the concerning point that I had was, well, why are so many people investing into programs and not getting results they're looking for? I mean, we have a community member of ours, Nick Snap, who has actually done a bunch of research on this, and he said that essentially only 3% of people that buy courses actually finish those courses. And that's an alarming rate. I mean, given the fact that people are spending, thousands of dollars oftentimes on some of these courses, the fact that they're not able to finish it is not good. So I just want to give you guys a little bit of advice if you're looking for a coach or if you're looking to hire somebody in to help you with growth either in your life or in your business. So the first thing I want to tell you guys is you don't need a coach. Oftentimes people say, oh, I'm stuck here, what should I do? Well, everyone says, go and get a coach. You don't need a coach. You can do this stuff on your own. You can invest the time and read books and watch YouTube videos and go to events with other like-minded people. So there's a lot of ways to grow on your own. So you don't need a coach. But why would you get one? A coach is really going to help you go through that process faster. They're going to help you see things from an outside perspective. They're going to ask you tough questions and help you explore what you're really looking to achieve. So oftentimes, and I mean, this is, the best coaches also have coaches themselves. And I mean, I surround myself with coaches and mentors and people that are doing great things because they're going to call me on, the BS that I'm telling myself. And they're going to ask me questions that I may not even think to ask myself because I'm too close to it. So I'll tell you, you can do it on your own. And I mean, we had success for a long time doing things on our own, but we really started to level up our business and our life once we actually figured out that there were people smarter than us. And if we could I'll say this for me, if I could get over my ego and be willing to let them come in and help, that was going to make all the difference. And it really has. So first off, you don't need a coach, right? But if you get a coach and if you're willing to put in the work, you can have great success with a coach. So that's the second point. Part of coaching is it's not just the coach is going to show up and do everything for you, but it's got to be active participation. So if you're getting coached, you need to be coachable. You need to be somebody that is willing to show up, is willing to explore, really what you're thinking and what you want to achieve, and be able to work through some of the tough questions or some of the tough activities that your coach is doing. So that might be in between sessions. That might even be on the sessions where you're exploring a topic that you may not feel completely comfortable with, but it's required to work through that so that you can achieve the results you're looking for. So that's the second thing. And, third thing too is that you should be, when you're looking for a coach, you should actually be looking for the person that's going to gel with you, right? So here's another common misconception that people have with coaching. A coach doesn't necessarily have to have done what you're looking to do. Let me say that again. So a coach does not necessarily have to have done what you're looking to do. That is a mentor, that is a consultant, that is a practitioner. But what a coach is going to do is they're going to be really good at asking questions. They're going to be good at helping explore and help raise the awareness and the clarity level for you so that you can be the best version of you. Now, if you're looking for somebody who has experience in your domain, or they've done what you're looking for, or they've done what you're looking to do, that is typically a mentor, that is typically a practitioner, or even a consultant if you're looking to have them actually do it. So don't feel like the coach has to have done that. But I'll tell you, some of the best people that I've worked with have been really good at coaching, plus they've also had the expertise in what I'm looking to do. So there's a handful of other things that you guys can do in terms of making sure that you're hiring a good coach. But the first thing I'd say is, one, you don't need a coach. If you're thinking about getting a coach, really understand what expectations you have from that relationship. Two, make sure that you're putting in the time and that you're coachable so that you can get the most out of that. And then three, make sure that you're looking for somebody that connects with you and gels with you, because that relationship really relies on trust. And I'm going to actually link to an article that we wrote, because there's a whole bunch of different roles out there, and you may think you want a coach, but you may actually be better off with a mastermind, or you may want someone to train you on a specific thing, or you just may need an accountability partner. So it's important to hire or work with the right role based on what you're looking for. And the final thing I'll say, so obviously we work with a lot of entrepreneurs, we do a lot of coaching, and I've actually gotten on the call with a lot of, people that want to become coaches, or people that are touting that they're coaches. And as I start exploring and as I start getting into, some of what they're doing or why they're struggling, more often than not, and it's disappointing to tell you guys this, they're really not that good, and they're really not qualified to be coaching. So that's not to say that you need a certification or whatever, but I mean, there's people that they have no experience with coaching, they haven't invested into the training or, reading and really applying that and getting the experience. So, for example, I was on a call with one guy, and he just was not qualified to be coaching at all, yet he wanted to be coaching entrepreneurs. He wasn't an entrepreneur himself. His background was in some sort of science, and he was a school teacher for a couple of years. And he was trying to get this coaching business to work, but he was working a construction job on the side. And so I asked, I started exploring, well, why are you working with entrepreneurs? How can you help them? And, he didn't have experience in entrepreneurship, which isn't necessarily required for a coach, but what he was trying to do was actually give them guidance. And that's where, if you don't have experience in that, you shouldn't be giving guidance, you should be asking the questions. So I straight up said, okay, I've, built 3 successful businesses. I've worked in corporate for 10 plus years, a handful of those years consulting with executives and leaders and helping them guide their organization. So if someone's going to come and hire you versus me, why are they going to pick you? And this person didn't have an answer at all. And I didn't ask that question, to flaunt up like I'm so great, but I asked that really to have him think about, is he qualified to do that? And if he's not qualified, that doesn't mean he can't do it forever, but he's got to go and get some of that education, get some of that experience, so that when he's working with people, he can really help them get the best and be the best version that they can be. So I'll end this just by saying, coaching is great. I'm a big fan of coaching. I coach people. I have coaches. But if you're looking for one, really make sure that before you invest the money, you're getting on the call with them, you're feeling comfortable with them, you're talking to their other students, and you're making sure that you're in a good point to be coachable and have that success. Because I don't want to hear more of these stories about people not having success with coaching and people spending a lot of money and really getting demoralized. So if you guys have any questions, or if you even want to hop on a quick call with me, just let me know. I do quick discovery calls with people, and when we get to the end of the call, I'm going to give you my recommendation. And it might be that, hey, I think you would be good for one-on-one coaching, and here's what we would do. It might be, you're not quite ready for coaching yet, or financially it doesn't make sense because it's really going to put a strain on you. So maybe you're better off in a group coaching program or in a smaller, lower cost program. But whatever it is, hop on. I'll help you guys out. And even if it's not working with us, I'll give you the best recommendation for who you should be working with. I mean, we've got quite a network of entrepreneurs and coaches and mentors that we work with. So even if we're not the right fit, we'll guide you in the right direction. All right, that's it for today. I'll see you next time.